Hey, what's up, lightboltjoe here. Today we are going to discuss the 2008 DreamWorks animated feature film Madagascar Escape to Africa. There's the tie-in to the sequel, number 2. Madagascar Escape to Africa. Very clever. So this is interesting. I've seen this once. I saw it once in theaters in 2008. I probably saw it once after, maybe with a DVD. I haven't seen it in well over a decade, so it was like watching it for the first time, to be honest. We get a backstory. Alec is the real name of Alex the Lion, voiced by Ben Stiller. He was stolen away from poachers when he was a cub in a reserve in Africa, and then eventually made his way downriver in a box crate, if you will, with a fish. Somehow wound up sold to the Central Park Zoo, where he meets young Melman, young Gloria, and young Marty as well. Melman the giraffe, Gloria the hippo, and Marty the zebra, right? So our intrepid four are youngsters, and then they're, 10 years later, and here they are as these grown animals. And then we get the flash forward back to where they are presently in Madagascar. King Julian and Maurice are all on this plane now, alongside the chimpanzees, which didn't really have an appearance in the first Madagascar. I honestly didn't remember them in the first one. But they're all in the same plane now that has been MacGyvered by the 4 penguins, who are trying to now slingshot propulsion to get them all to New York. So the plane is going, and then the plane stops, and then they crash land into Africa in this animal reserve, where they meet Alex's mom and dad, their rival lion, who's trying to take pride alongside as well. There's a battle. There's, a lot of things going on. Melman's trying to hang out with the giraffes, seeing where his place is. Marty's trying to figure out if he's one in a million or if he's one of a million, which is a nice little play on that. Alex is trying to figure out his place. Gloria is hanging out with the other hippos, dating this big hippo, Moto. It's very interesting watching all this happen while the penguins are trying to fix the plane, while the chimpanzees are trying to get other chimpanzees to help fix the plane because they have all opposable thumbs. So while this is happening, and there's a bunch of New Yorkers, tourists, specifically led by this old woman who beat Alex in the Grand Central Terminal in the first movie. So they're all not shipwrecked, but jeep wrecked, and trying to survive in the wild on this preserve until help arrives. But alongside, Alex is trying to figure out, how he can help the pride, because there's no water for some reason. So they figure out that a dam was created. Marty and Alex go figure this out. But then Alex is captured by these New Yorkers, and he's like, no, I'm one of you. So then his dad comes to try to save him. And then eventually Alex realizes that they are New Yorkers, because one is specifically having an I Love New York shirt. And the old woman who he's battled, he knows that she's from the Bronx. So Alex starts to dance, and instead of being, embarrassed by his dad originally, his dad joins in. So the two of them have the synchronizing dancing to prove that it's actually Alex from New York, to not kill them. And then the penguins are saving them all, and it's a nice little monkeys in a barrel kind of a game, but like the monkeys are hanging, it's really chimpanzees. They're all coming down. And chimpanzees are not monkeys, by the way. That's a fun little nature fact for you. Coming down the plane to get Alex and his dad and the old woman, who then attacks, the rival lion at the end after he has her handbag. That was a fun scene. But I got goosebumps watching Alex and his dad dance to prove that they're not to be killed. I didn't expect the amount of emotional aspect to this film, like Melman confessing his love to Gloria, the wedding at the end of one of the penguins and the bobblehead hula girl. It was very much be true to yourself. Despite all odds, be true to yourself. Try to find your place in the world, but don't change who you are. That was really cool. I don't remember that. I don't remember watching this in the theaters. I don't remember the experience of watching it, but now, again, that I'm older and I'm seeing it from a different perspective, I'm also looking at it from the musical score aspect. I'm looking at it from the editing aspect. This is a great movie. I don't know why it didn't do that well within critics. It got, what, a 64% on Rotten Tomatoes, 90 minutes. It's got 4 stars on Vudu. This is what I'm looking at as we're we're seeing it. I've seen it on Vudu. But this is a really great sequel. It's a great iteration. There's so much music throughout this. It was fun. It was fast. It was captivating, dare I say. But I think this was better than the first one. I gotta say, this was definitely better than the first one. It just continues on the story, but it brings up more of an emotional level to it. I don't remember the third. We got to see how I feel about the third one. But this second one is really, really well done. I am very impressed, and it saddens me that I have not seen this as much as I should have, because the Madagascar series is really good from what I'm now seeing as a 32-year-old compared to, what was this, 2008? I was 18? Long time ago. Very interesting seeing it as an adult, quote-unquote, compared to a teenager. So, who knows? Let's see how I enjoy the third one, because I don't remember it at all. Something about a circus. But we'll see. We'll see what happens next. On to the next review. Mucho mahalo.